In this video, I'm going to show you how to remove text from photo in Photoshop. So the first thing you want to do is, of course, open up a photo with some text you would like to remove, and then you want to zoom in a little bit closer to that text you would like to remove. So in my case, it says Mavericks, and I want to remove this. Then you first want to make a rough selection around the text. So in my case, this text is pretty round and it has kind of rough edges, so I can simply draw around with the rectangular marquee tool. However, if your text is messier and has a different font, you may want to draw around it with the lasso tool or just use the quick selection tool, okay? And now once you've done this, the first thing you want to do is go to select up here. Make sure you have the layer selected, by the way. Want to click select and then color range, and then in here you want to adjust the fuzziness to where you can see the text down here in this black box, okay? So let's say this is around where I can see the text. Now, if you can't really see it, you can play around with this eyedropper where you can add the sample or subtract the sample. So if I press plus over here, as you can see, it will add the sample. If I press minus, it will kind of subtract from sample, okay? But I can see this text now pretty clearly, and that's exactly what I want. Now, what you want to do is press OK. And as you can see, the text was pretty clearly selected. Now, there are some errors inside here, but don't worry about those since this doesn't matter with this method, okay? Then what you want to do next is press select yet again, go to modify, expand, and then you want to expand this by 4 to 6 pixels, okay? So press 4, for example, and as you can see, the selection was made a bit bigger around the text. And in case it still looks very small and it's very close to the edge, you may want to go to select, do modify again, and then expand it by a bit more. And that's where you want to get like something around what I just got, okay? So I got quite a big selection around it, and that's especially problematic in case you have some different fonts, but for me, it doesn't matter which one it really is. And now once you've done this, you want to go to edit up here, look for content aware fill, and then simply, once you find this content aware fill over here, you will see that you will be able to kind of use parts of an image to kind of draw itself over the text, okay? And then you want to subtract or add to this selection. So the green selection, the green parts on your screen are the ones where Photoshop is going to base the background to put instead of this text. So as you can see over here, I'm going to, let's say, remove this part over here since the colors aren't about the same, but I'm going to choose only the parts around the text that are very close to it, just like this, okay? As you can see, there we go. Then you want to press OK, and as you can see, this just made yet another layer behind it, where you can kind of still see the text behind, but it's much less prominent. And in order for you to fix this, you want to go over here to where it says blur tool, okay? And you want to select the blur tool. You want to make it big enough to where it will work, okay? So let's say I want it around 140, 150, there we go. And you simply want to gently go around these edges, okay? And as you can see, the text the text edges are slowly starting to fade, okay? Now, if this doesn't work, you may want to use the smudge tool. This is also an option, okay? You can use the smudge tool and kind of just smudge this over a little bit more. There we go. It may also help if you combine these two layers. So just right click, merge layers, and then simply move this around a little bit around the edges, and it will hide all the kind of the after effects of the text. And when I scroll out, as you can see, you can't really notice that there was text before in the image. So I hope this video helped you out.